Welcome to Understanding the Crazy World of Property Management. Today we are discussing multi-layer communities. No, they are not on top of each other. Well, hopefully not. They are properties with multi-type of communities all in one. Here in Florida, we have a lot of these type of properties. Hence the FS 719, 723. The FS means Florida statute and then the number of the statute. That's a lot of numbers. Well, we got this. Take a deep breath and hang on because here we go. Let's start with mobile homes ownership structure in Florida. This is where Florida is unique. Some communities are land lease parks you own the home but rent the lot. Others are resident owned communities, ROCs, where homeowners collectively own the land. ROCs, I love these. A resident owned community ROC is a manufactured home community in which the homeowners collectively own the land beneath their homes. Instead of paying lot rent to a private landlord, residents are members or shareholders in a legal entity, often a cooperative HOA or even a condominium. Today we are discussing co-ops, which is a non-profit corporation that owns the entire property. In a ROC, homeowners own their individual homes. The community collectively owns the land and common areas. Residents typically pay a monthly maintenance or association fee rather than lot rent. Each household has voting rights in major community decisions. How it works: when a community converts to resident ownership, homeowners purchase shares in the cooperative. That cooperative then owns the land, roads, utilities infrastructure, clubhouse, and other common amenities. Decisions about budgets, rules and bylaws, capital improvements, community policies are made democratically by the membership, usually through an elected board of directors. The community usually has a prospectus, which is the community's official handbook that explains what the park provides, what residents can expect, and the rules everyone agrees to follow. It lays out the services, fees, and protections so every homeowner has the same information in writing. Please note that some of the residents may own their mobile homes, but they do not own a share, so these homes fall under Statute 723. We mentioned Florida Statute 723. This is the Mobile Home Park Lot Tenancy Statute. What are the requirements? 1. Follow the approved prospectus for all rental terms, fees, rules, and services. Maintain rules and regulations consistent with the prospectus and enforce them uniformly. Document violations and issue proper statutory notices before eviction actions. Maintain lot files with rental agreements, prospectus acknowledgments, and age verification documents. Prospectus, disclosures, and park information. Park owners must give a prospectus or offering circular before occupancy. Ensures homeowners know the rules, fees, services, and layout before signing. Failure to provide it on time has legal consequences. Rental agreements and prohibited clauses. Rental agreements must be written and cannot include unenforceable or unreasonable terms. This protects homeowners from hidden or abusive provisions. 4. Lot rent increases and mediation. You have to issue 90-day rent increase notices when applicable. Rent increases must follow a formal notice process. The term homeowner in Chapter 723 has a very specific legal meaning, and it does not automatically include every resident living in the park. This distinction is one of the most important parts of understanding rights in a mobile home community. Who is a homeowner under FS 723? Florida Statute 723 defines a homeowner as a person who owns the mobile home, rents the lot from the park owner. This definition appears in the statute's definitions section. A homeowner does not need to be a shareholder in a co-op to be a homeowner under 723. A homeowner does not need to own the land. They only need to own the mobile home itself. Who is not a homeowner under FS 723? Residents who do not own the mobile home, for example. Renters who rent both the home and the lot. Tenants living in a home owned by someone else, family members, or guests living in a home they do not own. These individuals are not considered homeowners under Chapter 723. Because of that, they do not receive the full set of rights and protections that Chapter 723 gives to homeowners. What rights do non-shareholder homeowners have? If someone owns the home but is not a shareholder, they are still homeowners under 723. They receive all statutory rights, including rent increase meeting rights, mediation rights, prospectus protections, eviction protections. Renters who do not own the home have very limited rights under Chapter 723 because the statute is written to protect homeowners, not tenants of homeowners. Their rights come from their private rental agreement with the Homeowner Landlord Tenant Law, Chapter 83, not Chapter 723, all park rules that apply to all occupants. 55 plus or age restricted community compliance requirements, Florida. The primary law governing 55 plus communities is the Housing for Older Persons Act, HOPA, which is an exemption under the Federal Fair Housing Act and is enforced by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. To legally operate as a 55 plus community, you must meet all three HOPA requirements. At least 80% of the occupied units must have at least one resident who is 55 years of age or older. Key management responsibilities: maintain accurate age records for every occupied unit, verify age through reliable documentation, driver's license, passport, birth certificate, etc. Track compliance continuously, not just once. If you drop below 80%, you risk losing your 55 plus exemption. The community must clearly demonstrate intent to operate as housing for persons 55 plus. Reserves in a cooperative FS 719 required unless waived. Roofs, painting, paving, major components. Members may vote to reduce or waive. Audits are required unless waived by membership. Under FS 723, the park owner must file a copy of every rent increase notice with the Division of Condominiums, Timeshares, and Mobile Homes. This filing must be done on or before January 1st each year. Final recap: read and understand your prospectus and governing documents. Make a list of the type of community you are: 55 plus, co-op, mobile home, RV park, etc. Make a checklist of the requirements you need to follow for each item. Well, that's a lot to remember, but if you take it a section at a time, it makes it a little easier. Remember to take it all with a grain of salt. On a margarita would be good. Today is a unique time and things can get tense, but just give it your best shot. I guess that goes with the margarita too. Thanks for joining us.